This is everything I did in my home studio after work today. I just bought a bunch of new clay recently and I'm really liking this one called Umbria from Standard Clay. I threw this bowl using that clay and now I had to trim it today. The trimming went by really smoothly. I think it only took me a couple of minutes. And I love bowls shaped like this. It's my favorite shape. That was actually the only thing I had to trim today. So I wrapped it up in plastic and then moved it onto this board where all my greenware is drying. When I was cleaning up my trimmings, I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to throw today. I did get released from work a little bit earlier than usual, so I had a lot more energy. And so eventually I decided to throw. But first I had to change really quickly into an all black outfit and then of course tie my hair up because safety is sexy. I measured out 1 pound to make a new bowl using the Umbria clay, and then 8 ounces to make a ring dish for my friend who just recently got engaged, 3 pounds to make a new honey jar for myself, and then 1 pound for the lid of the honey jar, 3 pounds to make a big new plate, and another 3 pounds to make another plate. Started with the smallest thing first, so that was the ring dish. Anytime someone around me gets engaged, this is kind of my go-to present for them. And what I've learned from making these is that trimming them is the worst. So I used the Garrity Tools rib to carve a foot in, and then I also added the split rim design on the top. I think it turned out pretty cute, and it's even better knowing that I wanted to trim it later. Then I started working on my 1 pound bowl, and this was pretty boring. It was just a standard round small bowl, but honestly I don't have enough of these, so I have to make them. Then I moved on to something way more fun, which was the honey jar. I got this wooden honey spoon that I've been wanting to use for a long time, but I just don't have a jar for it. So now finally I decided to make one for myself. Here's me testing to make sure the spoon fits. Then I had to make my lid, and honestly I don't know why I used 1 pound. That was definitely overkill. I did not need that much clay. I ended up cutting off a lot of it, and I know it looks kind of weird right now, but I think after I trim it and make it a little bit more round, it could be really cute. Finally it was time to work on my big plates. Plates are also pretty boring to me. I really don't like making them, honestly, but I'm in desperate need of new plates, so I know I have to just lock it and make them. Thinking of doing this carved detail that I always see on Japanese style plates, but I'm gonna wait for it to get leather hard before I start carving. Anyways, I repeated the process with the other plate, and this is all my finished work for the day. This ring dish, honey jar, bowl, and then 2 plates. I had to wrap everything up in plastic and then try to find room for it on my storage rack, and then I cleaned everything up and went to go walk my dog. Okay, bye.